here with Valerie Patterson, who is the Communications Manager at McGuire Nuclear Station.
So what exactly is McGuire? I mean, how do all those pieces fit together? Because there's the Energy Exploreum, there's McGuire Nuclear Station, then when you hear Duke, so how does that all fit together?
Well, McGuire Nuclear Station and the Energy Exploreum are all a part of Duke Energy, which is our parent company.
Okay.
But the Energy Exploreum at McGuire Nuclear Station, we really serve two purposes. One of those is we're certainly an energy information center, an educational center, where people come to learn more about nuclear power, power production in general, other forms of electricity generation, and the environment.
I know my kids have taken some field trips to go to the energy.
Yes. And of course, because we are local in the community, we also can answer questions that you may have about Duke Energy. We're also a visitor center where people can just drop in any one of the 7 days of 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, to also learn more about Lake Norman, nuclear power, and other topics related to either the nuclear industry or the energy industry. So we kind of really serve a couple of purposes. In addition to, you all know about the great events that we put on there.
Right.
So that's part of one of the responsibilities that me and my staff have, is making sure that we have really good community outreach, because we really are privileged to be in the community. But part of that is making sure we host great events where people can come for free and enjoy some fun on the lake with family and friends.
Now the setting is gorgeous. I mean, if you come to the Energy Exploreum, first of all, you've got that museum type setting, but outside of that, you're like a little peninsula that sticks out on the lake. And I just attended the symphony at the lake and at the Energy Exploreum, and it was beautiful. I mean, you guys did a fabulous job with that.
Well, thank you.
Very well attended.
Thank you. Actually, we've been hosting the symphony for about 8 years. This is our 8th concert, and each year it gets bigger and bigger. As a matter of fact, this year we had more than 7,600 people.
Wow.
We had 140 boats in our cove, and actually this year was our largest crowd ever. And our goal was always to make it bigger and better, obviously. So we enjoy hosting that annual event. But really, speaking of outdoors, where we have most of our community events, we realize that outdoors on our lawn, that's our best asset. We certainly have great things inside and interactive exhibits, but outside is where we can host the symphony, host the free movies that we do.
Right, and let's talk about the movies now.
Right.
You've got a movie coming up in, August 7th?
August 7th, we're hosting our second summer movie event. We do this new thing called Movies at McGuire, where we're hosting at least 2 free movies a year. The next one, as you mentioned, is August the 7th, and we're really, really happy to be showing Night at the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian, which is very, very new.
Yeah.
So we hope to have a really big crowd for that, because it certainly is a feature that appeals to all ages.
Yeah. And it'll be outside again?
Outside again. People can come and enjoy it on their lawn bring a picnic basket, chairs, blankets, and we had quite a few join us by boat, because they can come up and anchor in our cove right at the Exploreum, and we have a screen for people who want to join us by boat. So we have 2 screens
Two
going.
screens. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
Now, you also have an exhibit going on right now. Can you talk about that?
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. It's the Catawba River Docks exhibit. It was a year-long project a while ago, where 3 photographers, a digital artist, and also some fabric installation artists put together this breathtaking exhibit on the Catawba River. And it's really a documentary of sorts. The photos that we actually have at the Energy Exploreum capture the 3 portions of the Catawba River in different types of photography medium. We also have the touchscreen digital interactive piece of that exhibit, which brings back historical photos and current photos of the reservoirs along the river.
That's what I found amazing, because I did actually during the symphony go in, and if you go to the movie, will that be open as well?
Absolutely, yes.
To go in and really look at those photos, they're gorgeous, and it's good. It's interesting to see the difference, the old photos versus some of the newer photos.
Right, and the Catawba River is so vital to what we do at McGuire. I mean, we use the lake as part of power production, as well as Duke's other power generation facilities, utilizing the asset of the Catawba River. And so a lot of the images, especially in the interactive display, are historical images from the Duke Energy archives. So we're really an integral part of the entire exhibit.
That's great.
And now there was one other event that I wanted to touch upon, the Super Saturdays.
Yes.
Yeah, let's finish up with that one because that is another big event that you're doing.
Yes, we don't have our future dates identified for that, but we have had several this year. One focused on Girl Scouts, but our biggest Super Saturday that we did was the one we did on butterfly gardening and composting. Okay. We had about maybe 50 or 60 people in attendance. We got an overwhelming response for that. But Super Saturdays is something new that we've implemented this year, really to encourage more people to come to the Exporium. So we're going to identify some dates, looking certainly in August and September, looking to maybe have a lecture series on the Catawba River, since we have the exhibit that's there. Right. And I'll just add as a sidebar, the exhibit is there through September 30th. Okay. So we'll look at a couple of Super Saturday events to target a focus on the Catawba River and the exhibit.
Well, that's wonderful, and we'll make sure that we get them included on our calendar so people can find them easily. Yeah. And we really appreciate you coming by to talk about it.
My pleasure.
And if you haven't been, definitely check it out. It's a wonderful place to visit, and the movie sounds like fun.
We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we'll be there.